It is because of the importance attached to our forestry and animal resources that the government of Kenya established the Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife with a full mandate of protecting, conserving and managing the forestry and wildlife resources in Kenya through sustainable management. Dr. Noe Kesa is the minister.
Our core functions are several. We look after the forests and we look after wildlife. And in so doing, we develop in this ministry policies, both in wildlife and forestry, that will enable us to manage our natural resources. And we are also concerned with protection of these resources for the national development. While we are doing that, we involve the community to participate. We do so through the Kenya Wild Service for our wildlife, and we do that for Kenya Forest Service. And as we also do that, we must update our efforts in managing these resources. We do have research in wildlife and we have research in our forestry sector.
The overall goal of the Ministry of Forest and Wildlife strategy is to realize the full potential of the forest and wildlife resources of Kenya through sustainable use and the conservation of biological diversity.
Our vision is actually to see we have a healthy and wealthy Kenyan society based on the resources of forestry and wildlife. That is our vision. We like to see that Kenyans become wealthy as well as healthy out of the environment, especially forestry and wildlife. Our mission is based on the matters of being prosperous in the areas of forest and wildlife. We want to be a leading organization in making sure that the forestry and wildlife becomes an important part and integrity of Kenya. So we need to organize private and public partnership to make sure we have a prosperous nation based on the forestry and wildlife.
The forest and wildlife sector cuts across all the three pillars in the Vision 2030, that is the economic, the political, as well as the social pillar. And it is mainly to be achieved through various thrusts, and one of them is tourism, supported to tourism development, and the other one is in terms of conservation in this country.
Almost all of the time, development is measured only in terms of infrastructure, read and measured in terms of concrete and tarmac and bricks. And yet, the most vital infrastructure of Kenya and of many other nations in the world is in fact its ecological infrastructure. It is what keeps people alive. It is what enables people to produce energy. It is what enables us to produce fertile soils. It is the factory that allows us to produce water.
Let's remember that the environment, the forests are the cornerstone of any country.
This rehabilitation of our forests must be a concerted effort by government and by communities. If you've got a piece of land, can you spare 10% of your land to plant trees? And we are also saying every school, primary, secondary, tertiary college, university, plant 3 trees at home.
I appeal to all Kenyans to help the government by protecting our rivers and our forests.
We take care of the environment takes care of us. If we abuse the environment will judge us very harshly. So it's my appeal to all Kenyans that we conserve our forests, we conserve our wildlife for today and the future.